Welcome back to the show, everyone. Joining us now is Carol McClintock. She's the one and only from FC Tucker Imge Realtors. Carol, how are you doing today?
I am doing great today. Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. So, in previous shows, you kind of gave us an update on the housing market and what it looks like. So previously you told us that it was a seller's market. So give us an update. Is that still the same?
It is still absolutely the same. So if you are on the edge at all about thinking about listing your house, now is the time to do it. Our inventory is so low right now, and there are qualified buyers out there desperately looking for homes. So, and the rental market is pretty open. So you could actually sell your house now, go into a rental for maybe 6 months to a year, and then the buyer's market, it may settle down some, so you could buy something a little more affordably in 2021.
Is that actually a plan that people actually do? Is it cost effective?
Yeah, absolutely. And, we think the market will slow down some in 2021. We don't know. A lot of it has to do with the election. A lot of it has to do with, other market factors. So we do think that there will be more houses on the market next year. And so it would be a better time to buy.
So would you say we're kind of living in this bubble, as long as we're going through the election and maybe possibly the pandemic?
Right, absolutely. What our experts say is that they think that the fourth quarter of 2020 is going to be really strong still because of the interest rates. And they look for things to be good in 2021, but maybe not as big a bubble as we're in right now.
So last time we talked to you, you gave us some tips on, things to do to sell your home, but you're actually coming to us with some tips for things to do to your home, whether you're staying in your house or you are selling. They're fall tips. So what have you got for us?
Right, absolutely. One of the main things that people always do in the fall, and be careful when you do this, but clean out the gutters. So once all of the leaves have come down, of course you want to rake your leaves and keep all of that in order, but get those gutters cleaned out because leaking gutters can damage foundation on homes.
And as we know, gutters are so important and the foundation of your house is so important. It sounds like that might be one of the things on the list that people put on the back burner, but what is number two?
Number two is to check for drafts. So, we know that it's going to get cold. And one of the things we do want to make sure is that we have everything properly insulated. Some people put plastic over their windows inside to keep down their utility bills. So, but looking for drafts and places where you could caulk and save a little bit of money with that way, that's always a good thing to do.
Carol, I have experience with the plastic on the windows, just for one extremely cold winter, and it actually works pretty well. Carol, we're going to have more tips from you coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We're still going over some helpful fall tips from Carol McClintock, and I think this next one is one that you really should do, because if you don't, you're going to be kicking yourself come this winter. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you need to drain your outdoor faucets, and of course roll up that hose and put it in the garage. You want to make sure you empty it and there's no water in it, and then you do that because that's going to hopefully keep you from getting frozen pipes.
And that is, worst case scenario, frozen pipes, could also lead to busted pipes, which I'm sure you've had maybe a lot of clients go through that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And particularly when people are selling their homes vacant. So you have to watch out for that. And then the next thing we ask people to do, and it only makes sense, is either bring in or cover with, you can purchase covers for your outdoor furniture. It just helps save the furniture, and certainly you want to continue to use it. And outdoor furniture is not cheap. So that's something that we encourage people to do.
And I'm sure it keeps the sun off of your furniture and keep it looking nice for next year whenever you take that cover off in the spring. So what's next?
Okay, and then we want to make sure that if you have cracks, some minor cracks in your driveways or sidewalks, that you get those caulked and get those fixed. Again, through the winter, if you have rain or snow that comes in, water gets down there, then it freezes, expands, it's only going to make those cracks worse. And there are several concrete companies now that are very good about making those repairs, and it's better to do it when they're small instead of waiting till they're major. Yeah.
So, Carol, these are all things that you could probably find tips on actually how to do it and the best way to do it online, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we all get on and Google it, and you can find it, and it'll help you tell you how to do these things.
So we'll all turn into DIYers. Okay, so we're moving on. What's tip number 6?
Okay, absolutely change the filters in your furnace. You should have your furnace checked and serviced every year. And so that's something you want to do. And then going back outside, a lot of people like to fertilize their lawn in the fall, because then it comes back in the spring looking really, really good. A lot of people forget about that. And that's something that you can do pretty easily. Get the stuff from, one of the box stores and get going on that. So.
And Carol, these are things that it really doesn't matter if you're selling your house. These are really important things to do around your house.
Right, absolutely. Everybody should have like this to-do list and get it done every year, just to keep your house well maintained, because you may want to live there for 20 more years. So these are things that will save you money in the long run and keep your house looking and functioning well.
And you said it. If you do it now before the problem gets bigger, it'll help you in the long run. Carol, how does someone get a hold of you if they want to learn more or possibly sell their home?
Well, if they'd like to sell their home, just find out how much it's worth. No obligation. They can call me at 812-555-7220 or reach us through team-mcclintock.com.
Carol, thank you so much for joining us today.
All right, thank you.
And thank you for joining us today on Midday with Mike. We hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you next time.